Welcome back to Inside Bristol. Today we are also going to talk a little bit about downtown Bristol. And to do that, I have got a downtown guru with me. Well, that's what we want to call you. Actually, her name is Christina Blevins. We all know it. She is in and around our downtown all the time. And she represents Believe in Bristol. And this is a great cause. Let's start out, before we talk about some of the upcoming events, let's just talk about the mission behind Believe in Bristol.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me today, Sheraton.
problem.
Believe in Bristol is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to the revitalization of historic downtown Bristol. We really try to promote everything happening in downtown. We do our own events, which I know we'll talk about in a little bit, but Main Street program is what we are, and it's a 4-point approach, basically. It is design. What does your downtown look like? Is it pedestrian friendly? Do people want to come downtown? It is promotion of not only our events, but all the events, bringing people back to the Central Business District. It is organization, which is kind of an internal Believe in Bristol thing, like fundraising, getting the news out, our e-news blast, and doing an organizational report. And then lastly, it's economic restructuring. How can we work with the businesses that are currently downtown, sustain themselves? How can we grow them? And how can we get new businesses downtown that would fit in our downtown district? So over the last 5 years of being a Main Street program, we've seen about 25 new and sustaining businesses come to downtown. It's a great time.
Bristol, it really is.
It's a great time for us.
I really do remember when they started Believe in Bristol about 10 years ago, and the transformation is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, you walk downtown and everything looks so different, and I have been, and I don't want to steal the punch of what we've got coming up, but I have been in some of the lofts and they are gorgeous.
Yeah.
So this upcoming event that we're about to talk about that Believe in Bristol sponsors, what is it called? And tell us a little bit about it. This would give all of our residents a chance to really see how much downtown has come alive and how much it's changed.
Sure. Well, one of the reasons that downtown has grown so much is not only the retail and the businesses, but it's that the vitality of life. It's bringing people downtown all the time. And we've gotten some great mixed-use space and loft living in historic downtown. We boast 42 lofts in downtown, which is the most of all the Tri-Cities. We have, on broad spectrum, we have rents for college students all the way up to just unbelievable apartments that you wouldn't believe are on the second stories of these buildings. I mean, it's just awesome. So I'll tell you, we brought you a t-shirt too, promoting
thank you. I love it.
From the Top Down in historic downtown Bristol.
And who came up with this idea?
You know what? We've been doing this is probably the 7th year, and it was one of the things that Believe in Bristol and both cities worked together to show people what could potentially be on these second floors and to use the space because, like you talked about earlier in the first segment, recycling is such a big deal. And loft living and using these second floors is recycling. It's reduce, recycle, reuse, and we really want to promote that.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen them, you do want to check it out because it's amazing. And I think if you haven't been around downtown, when you come back, this sort of gives you a new comfort level and it just surprises you.
Yeah, it's
and there's a lot of different businesses also that are just booming in downtown, which are a lot of fun. I know I took my kids down a week or two ago to see Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, sure.
And they just loved it and they were able to walk around. It's certainly coming to life.
And I think that's why our loft living is so big because people love to walk out their door and get coffee in the morning or walk to the theater or walk to work, or it's just you can walk to the park. And it's such a great place, not only for the creative class of people, but with families and for dogs or whatever. I tell people all the time that I don't miss having a yard I have to clean up with. I've got 2 parks that I can walk to, and they are maintained beautifully for me.
That's great.
So
that is
it's
a
great.
very, very good point for those of you who might be interested in loft living.
To promote the loft tour.
Tell us about this. When is this big event?
It's Saturday, April 30th, from 1 to 4 p.m. Tickets are only $10 in advance, and it is a fundraiser for Believe in Bristol. We encourage you to come out. Our website for more information is www.believeinbristol.org, or you can call our office at 423-573-2200.
So we know exactly how to find you. Now, what about if we accidentally miss this event, which hopefully no one will, everybody will come to. There's more. There's always something with
There's
Believe in
always
Bristol. It's
something
like every
going on.
month, what is
Yes,
next? So I think
yes.
we've got music in May and I mean all sorts of things.
We've got lots of music
So-
coming up. Obviously, everybody knows Bristol is the birthplace of country music, and we want to highlight that. We cherish our heritage too, and we want to make sure everybody knows that we're proud of that. So we've got Border Bash, summer concert series with Full Moon Jam, and so many things coming up. Please visit the Believe in Bristol website for more information.
Absolutely. I think that's the key. Visit the website so that you can learn more and check out some of these events. They're fantastic. A Bristol resident receives an award from the police department for doing something you should do every time you get into a car. We'll tell you about that coming up next on Inside Bristol.